let that car go to them?
They needed the car for a garage sale or for Disneyland?
We never said that.
Your Honor, we
never
brought
said
up
that.
Disneyland when David
Right
had
here
the
on
car.
text message.
When we brought up Disneyland, I asked him, do you know an estimate of when it will be done so I can know if I have to get a rental or not? And that was in February.
Yes, Your Honor. The
Like,
car was still returned
was
months later. Even if
still
we did
months
demand
later.
it then, we didn't get it.
And
till
not
months
once
later.
did he tell me it wasn't ready, it's not gonna, no, he never told me that. Towards the end, I finally was tired of him telling me, it's gonna be done this day, it's gonna be done this day. And then and this was on the phone, because all the time I would text him, he would never reply. I would have to text and then call until he decided whenever he wants to give me a call to let me know any updates, he would. So he finally told me, you know what? My painter quit on me. Everything's done. We just need to paint it. That's what he had told me when months before he had told me it's getting painted as we speak, and we have all those in messages.
Judge DeWald.
You had this accident. It wasn't your fault. Why didn't you communicate with the insurance company?
The insurance of the other party,
Yeah.
we did eventually do that, because after I asked him when the car showed up.
No, forget him. Like,
Yeah.
why was he offered to communicate with the insurance company, correct?
Yeah.
What was the agreement then? Did you know that he was going to take a fee for doing that?
Well, he told me he would take care of everything. They do that at his shop, that they do all the insurance. So I was like, okay, that's...
So why did you take a fee for doing that? It sounded as if you were trying to do them a favor. Like, don't worry about it. I'm taking the car to fix it, so I'll just deal with the insurance company. Why'd you take a fee?
Storage fees. The car was there for months because the insurance didn't approve.
But you weren't working on it, sir. Why didn't you just give the car back?
Oh, the phone calls with the insurance is hours on the phone of what was going on.
Yeah, but you told them on your own that you were going to deal with it. You were like, I'll take care of it.
It's part of my job. I'll take care of it. I did say that.
But then you're charging them for taking care of it.
Well, who works for free? I don't.
Sir,
That's part of the job, though.
But you didn't work.
Excuse me, I'm talking to the judge.
But you're saying that you're charging them for housing a car that you weren't even working on.
Well,
You
because
didn't
there
do
was no-
anything but
But
call.
once it got approved, and they said sub it out, I subbed it out, and I kept $1,600 of it. Here's the most important part of it.
Because you housed a car you never worked on.
But the paperwork, it was not approved. All that's work. Pictures.
What I'm trying to get at is they
writing
could have done it themselves and not been charged.
They did try, and they didn't get approved.
What do you mean they tried?
They
Was this your fault?
This was a
No,
non-alcohol
it was
accident.
not at fault. The other party paid for
Right,
it, and that's
and you
why
got
the
a
insurance.
settlement from the other party's insurance company, correct?
Correct. But when they tried calling themselves, they weren't getting nowhere because she's not registered, and that was the insurance said that at the
You
beginning.
said you called his insurance company.
Well, yeah, because he's a registered owner, not her, and she was driving. So that was a big hiccup for the insurance.
But the other party was going to pay for
But
it.
why didn't you reach out to the party that was at fault?
I did reach out to their insurance.
Okay.
But it was a hassle to get that information because I didn't know the other party.
Okay, so you're charging a fee of $1,600 for all the calls that you made to insurance company and for housing a car that you didn't work on at all.
If you want to break it down that way, I disagree with you.
What would you disagree with? You compensated yourself for housing a car you didn't work on. That's a fact, right?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't work on the car. It wasn't approved for anything. You got no money.
Well, here's the thing, though. We did work on it because we took it apart for the gentleman for the insurance that comes and inspects the vehicle. So,
The adjuster came by,
yes.
and you took the car apart
The
for
car
the
was
adjuster?
dismantled. Yes, ma'am.
I didn't think that you had to take a car apart for an adjuster.
For the frame that was crooked when they were in the accident and they hit the frame got side.
Okay, so they estimated the damages at $7,900, right?
Correct.
You took $1,600 of that
Yes, ma'am.
before you gave it to another body shop. So that means that they're shorted $1,600 as well.
Well, they're not short because the shop charged me $5,200 to fix their vehicle. So I paid the shop. If the shop would have said, hey, it's $6,800, I paid the
So even though
$6,800.
the estimate was $7,900 worth of damage, they were only going to charge $5,200, whatever was left from the money.
Correct.
Do you have the shop's invoice?
I do.
Tell me what page.
7.
I have never seen a more simple invoice from a mechanic shop, ever. Did you type this out yourself?
No.
It doesn't even have the name of the shop.
I don't
still.
see I don't see a logo. I don't see a number. I don't see an address. I don't see anything other than the perfect number that you just said. They were going to charge me $5,200,
Well,
whatever was left.
I looked at the paper. That's why I'm saying 52.
That's what it says right there, and it doesn't say anything else.